Hi, and welcome to 5th grade. My name is Mrs. Hogue. I love to play sports, go camping, be outside, and play with my kids. In 5th grade, we talk so much about having a positive growth mindset. We learn to say, I'll give it a try, instead of, this is too hard. Things like that. We also will talk about how important it is to have a productive struggle through the challenging tasks that students will face. Students will be exposed to rigorous tasks that might feel challenging, but they're not too difficult as long as persistence and an I can do it attitude exists. This year, students will see flexible seating instead of traditional desks in our classroom. I know many of them have popped their heads in and are looking forward to this type of seating. We will take the first few days to let everyone explore and try out the different types of seats. Along the way throughout the year, students will find seats that work the best for their learning needs. This type of flexible seating allows students to move around more, and this really helps them stay more focused on independent tasks. It also helps with having lots of space in our room so we can work together and collaborate as much as we can. Below you can see our schedule for impact classes. We start with PE, then move to art and music. So the first full week of school, we will have PE. Please be sure that your child has a separate pair of gym shoes to keep at school in his or her cubby, and be sure to send socks during these warmer months so that students can have socks for their gym shoes. You've also noticed on the supply list that deodorant is there. This is very important as the students are growing and hormones are changing. It helps keep our classrooms smelling nice and fresh. Here you can see a breakdown of all of our math reading and writing workshop models. The biggest thing to note for a change from last year is that there will be no spelling lists or tests this year. Instead, we will focus on Greek and Latin roots. Students will see these in the books they're reading. They will see them in science and social studies texts, and it will help them when decoding to have a better understanding of their reading. Students will learn 2 to 3 new root words each week, and then they will test every week on the new words as well as some previous words. So it will be very important for students to be studying all year long for all of their words. Which leads me to talk about homework. I don't give much, if any, homework other than studying for tests and some nightly reading. So I hope you all enjoy some family time and extracurricular activities this year. Please check below for all the ways that we can stay connected this year. Communication is key, so anytime that you need anything or have questions, be sure to reach out. The more we communicate, the more successful your child will be this year. You can see that we have a Twitter account and a Facebook page. The Facebook page gets updated pretty often, where I like to not only give reminders, but also give you glances into what we're doing in our classroom. These are great conversation starters at home in the evenings. Each week, I will send a newsletter via email, and you can find my email below in case you need it. We will also be using Parent Square. If you've used Remind before, it's very similar. The setup looks similar to Facebook as well. So we will be communicating via that tool the most often. We can direct message each other, and that's probably the fastest way to get a hold of me if you need something right away. I look forward to seeing you on back to school night very soon. Feel free to bring your supplies to put in your cubby until we organize them together, and check out the room.